Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's pre-orders, and they are live. This video is sponsored by the Game Bunker. More on that later. Alright, so I'm filming this in advance, and I'm over on the Australian website as we got a local RTT going on tomorrow. So please disregard the prices if you are anywhere but in Australia, as of course these are the Australian prices, not the US dollar prices. So jumping right in here, we got a couple of leftovers from last week. We have the Kill Team Sanctifiers, we have the Kill Team Goremongers, we have the Goremonger data cards and Sanctifier data cards for Kill Team. And then we've got our First Founding Art and Background hardback. We got Grotsnick, the Mad Doc hardback. And then we got our new stuff here. So we have Warhammer the Old World Match Play Guide. Then we also have the brand new Grand Cathay dice set. So if you're looking to play Warhammer the Old World, looking to get into Grand Cathay, here is the matching dice set to go along with it. And then we also have the Grand Cathay reference card pack. It's going to have all your reference cards to play. And then, of course, the Arcane Journal, Armies of Grand Cathay. So brand new Arcane Journal to go along with the brand new Army Grand Cathay. Very, very cool. And then moving into the new models. So first we have the Sky Lantern for Grand Cathay. And this thing is absolutely epic. You can see for size of scale here, we got the Commander on foot. And then we can see this thing is absolutely massive, loaded with awesome details. Got a nice flying stand. Very, very cool. I absolutely love how packed with awesome details and miniatures this is. Brand new Sky Lantern. And then next for Grand Cathay, we have the Cathayan Sentinel. So also very, very cool model right here. We don't see like the full scale of this thing because we can't see like the actual size for reference, like the little dude on the side, but absolutely epic. We can see there's different ways that you can pose this with the weapon either lifted up to the right or left. We have some various different head options. We got some super cool like face mask and other details. And then based on how you paint this thing, what material it's made of, it's going to have different reference rules in the game. So very, very cool. Absolutely amazing model. I love the sort of like beat up look to this as it's supposed to be made out of like various stones. Very, very cool new model. And then next we have the Gatemaster of the Celestial Cities. So here we got a little 2-pack. We got the Gatemaster on foot, and then of course the Gatemaster mounted as well. And then you have options to build the Gatemaster on foot with the actual standard bearer or like various other different weapon options. Very cool little set right here. Nice little pack. And then we have Shagangan Lord on Great Spirit Longma. So again, super cool model right here. Definitely love this pose. Love the actual Longma and everything. Very, very cool. Definitely like very thematic and fits the army well. And then here we can see with or without the helmet. And then we have like the different weapon options as well. We either have the halberd or the sword. Absolutely amazing model right here. Super nice tactical rock. Very cool, very thematic. Now a quick word from today's sponsor, Game Bunker. Game Bunker carries a full range of Games Workshop products, including miniatures, terrain, paint, tools, and more. Game Bunker offers 15% off MSRP for most Games Workshop products with the discount code WHMS. Receive free shipping in the continental United States on orders over $145. Online orders ship out within 24 hours. Game Bunker is a veteran-owned business. Use affiliate link below, enter discount code WHMS to save 15% on most items at checkout. For fast, friendly service with a discount on your favorite tabletop wargaming purchases, visit GameBunker.net and let them know that Warhammer Man sent you. And then we also have the Grand Cathay Army Battalion. So really nice battalion set right here. We have 2 of the different artillery pieces, so you can build either as each. So you can build 2 of the same or 1 of each of them. And then we also have 10 of the brand new cavalry. And then we have 5 and 15, or you can build these all as like the different 2 options. Very, very cool. Definitely a nice little value over purchasing the individual items as they come available separately. So here we can see like the mortar option right there. And then here we have the rocket option. And then here we can see the various builds of the infantry. So here we have the swords and shields. And then here we have the halberds. Absolutely beautiful. Love the standards. Love the overall look and style of these. And then here we can see some close-ups of like the various crew for the artillery pieces. We have the ogre. We have like the different options. Various different heads, smoking, carrying the rockets, carrying the barrels. Very, very cool. So here we have the cavalry. We can see the musician with the drums strapped to the side. Beautiful detail on these. Absolutely stunning. Here we have the standard bearer, and then we can see like the various different spears with like the dragon's head. Absolutely awesome model. Super cool armor. And then here we have a little close-up of the actual infantrymen. So here we can see the leader of the squad right there with the sword at their side. And then here we have the various different drummer and then the sword and shield option. So super cool. Definitely a big fan of these. I absolutely love the look and style, the poses, the sculpts. Everything is very well done on these. Super impressed by them. We can see the decal sheet and then overall box set. And we know this is going to have some nice value over like the individual kits purchased separately. But this will be part of the existing range, so no rush to get this unless you're ready to jump in with the Grand Cathay Battalion. And then moving on from there, we got a couple of things from last week. We have the Dominion Genesis in paperback. And then we have the Tarantula Sentry Guns, Tarantula Missile Battery, the Rapier Quad Heavy Bolter and Gravitation Cannon. And then of course the Rapier Laser Destroyer and Quad Launcher. And then last but not least, we have that Kill Team Siphon, which sold out in literally minutes. Games Workshop definitely did not make enough of these. So you should be able to pick up most of the individual components at a later date, but clearly they underestimated the demand for these. Crazy massive allocations on these. We got the dossier, we've got the token sheets, we got the card packs and decals. We got the absolutely amazing new Raveners with multiple data sheets. We got the awesome Tyrannid terrain. We got a set of Hormigants, some Ripper Swarms, and then of course the Servitor set. So super upsetting the Games Workshop didn't make nearly enough of these, as they were gone like instantly. There was heavy allocations, so hopefully you guys were able to get a hold of one if you were after it. Or they don't mess around too long and release the individual components. Even though it won't be as good of a deal, at least you'll be able to get a hold of the stuff if you missed out. So lots of cool stuff coming out this week for Grand Cathay. The Battalion to launch your box. We got the individual characters as well, the Lantern. And then, of course, we're going to have the Dragon releasing at a later date, and then the individual kits inside of the Battalion available for individual release separately. Let me know what you're most excited about, what you're going to be picking up this week. Are you finally ready to jump into Warhammer the Old World with the Grand Cathay? Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to the Game Bunker for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products with code WHMS at checkout. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man. And it's going to be an early night for me as I got an early morning for our local RTT. And I'm out of here.